Hey everyone, welcome to my kitchen. There's not enough room in my workshop because it's a total mess as usual. So I'm going to do this here. Plenty of room. Basically this particular unboxing, even though there are plenty of them out there already, has been in the making for over a year. Now last year at this time, my wife asked me what I wanted as a birthday present. And lo and behold, this particular RC showed up. Or should I say, the pre-order of it showed up. I said, oh, I love this. I like this. I think this is going to be pretty cool. And they had a certain release date. And well, let's just say that didn't happen. And then another release date, and that didn't happen. Here we are, a year later. And I actually received the package a few days ago, and I waited till this moment to be able to do it. I guess it's easier just to show you, right? So. And here we have the Bed Dancer. It's a nice box. Very high quality. Let's get it out. A lot of times these sleeves, they're actually difficult to get out. Let's see how this one goes. Well, that's nice. What are you doing? What are you doing on my camera? Hey? What? Check that out. I'm guessing it's the same. You gonna get out of the way? Hey? You gonna move? No? Okay. That was a little diversion. Not a red cat, but she is a black cat. It's a really beautiful box. Oops. There we go. Not surprised, it looks like a Fly Sky kind of design remote. I have another one that looks very similar to this. Under the Fly Sky banner, it even has the programmable port. Oh, it even comes with the wire for the accessory port and programming. Get the extra 80s style wheels. Oh, I just realized these wheels don't have hexes. They're straightforward to the pin. I'm not exactly sure what that is. And there's the truck. Let's get this plastic off. That is actually a very nice paint job. It seems to have a slight metallic finish. I believe it's here. There we go. It's actually got some weight to it. Not really all that much of an interior. The nice spoked wheels, front suspension, which is actually pretty stiff. It uses a mini servo, batteries, got all the I mean, this one's not hydraulic, but it's got what looks like a hydraulic system built in. Rear suspension, which is set up like a 4-link with the seriously angled shocks, I'm guessing to clear the bed. Everything's nice and shiny, plastic chrome. I'm guessing this drive shaft is also plastic. That's a pretty basic engine bay. Alright, so obviously throttle, reverse, steering, okay, so you can actually control it slowly. Okay, so generally speaking, you can do these ones while it's down, but you shouldn't be doing this one. Because see, it touches the body. So the first thing you're going to want to do is dump and then lift the back. And you can play around with the other ones as well. And see if you try to go down, it doesn't work. So this should always be the last one. The first one you put up and the last one you put down. Well, like I said, the tilting left to right can be done. I mean, it still torques a little bit, but it's not as damaging or as limiting as this one would be. There we go. Now we're going to have a look at how everything actually works inside the truck. All right, so controller 1. Basically this servo here. As you can see, very limited movements actually does a lot of movement in the back. So you get this up, this servo here, and then the other servo over here controls the lift. And these ones, you can't really see them because they're inside the lifting mechanism. So let's see if we can have a better look at that. So as you can see, there's one servo right here and the other servo right here. It looks like the same servos as the steering. So you can see its functionality here. So this one will tilt to the right and this one will tilt to the left. So it's a pretty cool mechanism if you ask me. So these servos over here run through a cable that runs down here. So one of the cables is right there. And the other cable goes down here. And again, servo there, servo over here. So the motor looks to be in the 380 size. Small motor. I guess it doesn't really need a lot of power, so that works. I think this would have been cool too if they had it on leaf springs, but the 4-link suspension is nice. Now this is obviously, as far as it's written here, the same controller as the Redcat lowriders, and these buttons generally lift the front or the rear. Obviously this truck doesn't have the so-called hydraulic suspension, but it uses many, from what I can tell, it uses many of the same components. It may be theoretically possible to add those features in. I don't know if there's enough room to do that, but I'm going to have to dig deeper into that and see. It would be pretty cool to at least have the front and rear lift up and down. Obviously, these controllers will normally be used for the lowrider's front right and left suspension and rear right and left suspension. It's even still written front and rear on the controller. Or this. And it'll automatically switch back and forth with this one. Like so. You can literally bounce it up and down. And the chassis literally moves. You can see the front wheel coming off the ground. Now, the wheels that come pre-installed are the spoked wheels, and they're wider than the added wheels that they put in. So I believe if we were to put these on, it'll be more, the tires will be more in the body because they really stick out with these ones. See what I mean? They stick out. So if I put these ones there, which probably align to more like this. So all in all, it's a pretty damn cool little truck. Some people have complained about the scale. As far as I can tell, the scale is pretty damn close to the real thing. A lot of people comparing it to like Traxxas and even RC four-wheel drive, Axial, Vanquish. First of all, most of those are, crawlers, and they're usually a tad bigger. They're called 1/10 scale, but they're a tad bigger, being 1/9 and even some of them up to 1/8 scale trucks. So, but this one, as far as I can tell from my research, the scale is pretty much 1/10. Obviously, some people would have liked to use this body on a crawler. And while it's kind of small to put on the typical RC four-wheel drive chassis or the axial chassis and this and that, there are chassis where it will work. Like, for instance, the MST Jimny chassis, which is a very small, short wheelbase. Another pretty outdated chassis that might work as well is the Tamiya CC01 chassis. The Pajero is also very close scale-wise to its real counterpart. I'm not going to bother showing you the other body because it's basically the same thing as this, just unpainted. I have some ideas. In the 90's, I had purchased a Mitsubishi Mighty Max. Here in Canada, at the time, it was sold by Dodge Chrysler. It was called the Ram 50, but it's 100% a Mitsubishi truck. I had lowered it and I had big aspirations for it, but unfortunately I had lost it to an accident and I never went back to it.
Watch that jump! It's so cool. The flames are amazing. Perfect. Right here by the bed.